don't think either of them have readied up yet.
We might have gone. We might have jumped the gun a little bit. Well, what are we hoping to see out of this race, aside from suffering?
Mining Station B, no space jump.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Oh wait, that's much more likely. Or maybe not likely, but they are playing with intermediate logic, we should clarify. I
Yes.
believe the two of them agreed on everything on intermediate except for wall boosts, one room out of bounds, seekerless locks, and there was something else.
That might have been it.
I think it might have been just those three, but
Yeah.
they have we should expect to see some more harder tricks.
Mm-hmm.
And
They're
this
both
one,
very.
I'm gonna pull up the database for this race. Actually, I forgot to do that until I just talk about it now.
Both of these runners are good hundo runners, and speed runners in general, Decos. So, it's gonna be a race. Now, as for Bash Suffering, Bash sent me a seed, and I played it today, and it was the worst thing I have ever played. I, Digglewrath, have found the worst seed. And I want Bash to suffer in return. All bosses wasn't quite a Super Centaurus energy controller seed, but they came close. They came real close.
Well, it looks like they're ready and starting in a few seconds.
Yep. And we'll catch up on the restream in just a moment. Doomed Lake entrance. Yep. That's where supers were in Cursed Lake. In that seed Bash sent.
I'm pretty sure they also didn't change anything else about the settings other than the difficulty of tricks. I'm pretty sure that they're still playing with final bosses and starting items the same, locations the same, translator gates the same, etc. Okay, and they're off.
Yep.
And luckily enough, they're getting their translator first.
They get the hint. They don't have to work back to start for it.
I like that dash by Bash. Dash.
It's fun. Fun dash. Good start. Back in my day, we didn't need hands.
So, if you've watched a bunch of races for this tournament already, you'll know that Violet Translator with these settings is always one of the first two items. It's because when you start up beside Umos, there's only two accessible item locations, and the way Randomania works is when placing progression, it has to unlock other locations. Like it has to allow you to progress in the seed. Like theoretically, it could be possible for you to start in Echo Seed at Umos, get Emerald Translator, and then get bombs from the fight, and then find Violet Translator, by the save station. But Randomania won't do that because neither Emerald or bombs will unlock locations. Only Violet Translator will do that, so that's why Violet is always one of the first two items.
Yep.
Not much to talk about here, just the regular old Splinter fight with only charge beam.
I guess I can say that the seed Bash sent me had all bosses. With the Vanilla Annihilator to go get Echo Visor and Profane Path. Or, no, Dark Visor and Profane Path. So I could go get supers in a Cursed Lake. And I was finally free from that seed 4 hours in.
4? Oh my god.
I wasn't playing super well, to be fair, but it was a bad seed. I was also a bit distracted with some tournament stuff, but yeah.
Both of them taking out
key
exactly at the same time. Sky Temple Key, that's interesting. Randomania doesn't start placing Sky Temple keys until you have logical access to Sky Temple Gateway. So the fact that a key was placed at one of the locations that is available right off the bat is interesting, to say the least.
Yeah.
Accessing Sky Temple Gateway in Logic requires super missiles, seeker missiles. It requires, I think, at least an energy tank or a suit. It also requires beam, annihilator or dark beam specifically.
Mm-hmm.
And bombs as well. So it's interesting. I didn't see what was up there in Temple Assembly sites.
I looked away.
Looks like
Let's see if they go for it.
Didn't care. I mean, even if it's a missile expansion, it's nice to have. So I only usually skip out on this if it's like a beam ammo.
And I would guess that's what it is, given that they zero hesitation left for industrial site.
Yep, absolutely none. You'll see both of these guys. They're very experienced with this game, so they do lots of advanced movement techniques, instant warps.
That's a beam-related upgrade. Uh-oh.
It did.
That could be supers. For whatever reason, seeds with supers at a cursed lake just always end up being pretty cursed. Like, supers at a cursed lake are already kind of cursed, but those seeds just end up being independently incredibly cursed anyways, I find.
Seeker's 3 rooms away from Hive access tunnel. You know what's funny about that? I believe that... Oh, no, it can't be pointing to Vanilla. That's 4 rooms away. I think that can point to... No. What? Okay, so Hive access tunnel is the room beside landing site.
I think that's probably like Hive Chamber B.
Is it Hive Chamber B? Because it always takes the shortest path. So the shortest path would be from Hive Chamber C into Hive Chamber B. That's only 2 rooms.
And DCR turning around.
No, it can be vanilla.
Wow.
Landing site into... Oh, no, never mind. It'd be landing site into
it's 4
service
rooms.
access into Path of Honor, which is 3 rooms, so that's not it. How can it be Hive Chamber B? Oh, sorry, I got it confused with the elevator room again. Yeah, it's probably Hive Chamber B. So I'm guessing they're gonna find bombs in the portal access A room.
DCR backtrack for storage A or B to get that item. It was an E-Tang.
Well, that could be useful for later.
Yeah.
Never know. But I'm betting this is going to be bombs.
Yeah.
Because the logical missiles are back in Temple Grounds. I guess it could also be Amber Translator.
Or missile launcher.
Oh yeah, or missiles. Yeah, bombs though.
Bombs.
Okay.
Very safe. This check here had like the Dark Zero, the developer of the Rando, generated a bunch of seeds for stats purposes, and that check had something like more than 95% of the time, I want to say, approaching 100 almost.
Yeah, that check is if you only get Violet as a progression item for one of your first 2 logical locations on beginner, I believe no, you also need
some way to climb
Mining Plaza, be it screw attack, space jump, bombs, or missiles in logic. But then after that, that item is usually one of the only locations that opens up if you get I guess space jump or screw attack. Does that make sense? So Bash, even though it doesn't have logical missiles, deciding to do this stuff now, just because it saves some backtracking. Bash is going to have to go to Hive Chamber B anyway to get the logical missiles, so why not also unlock the Hive Chamber A check?
Yep.
And make a few other things on the way. To be honest, it wouldn't surprise me if both of them also defeated Jump Guardian before going back to Temple Grounds.
Seekers don't do a ton early on. It unlocks Mining Station B, but we don't have Dark Beam to really start thinking about that yet.
Yeah. And both of them are also comfortable skipping Space Jump for the ship check in GFMC compound.
Can never get the hang of it. I've tried the screw attack strat loads of times, and I just could never get it to work.
Is Bash really skipping that missile expansion with only 5 missiles?
Bold.
Or does Bash already have 10? I didn't see what Bomb Guardian dropped.
We'll see in a moment. We got a high 5
Yep, nice little high five. No, Bash only has 5 missiles.
Ooh.
On Guardian was an E-Tank. Okay, I've got the handy dandy data visualizer open for whenever we need to look up something, if it's intermediate logic or not.
Is that intermediate logic what Bash just did?
I don't know.
Well, we restarted with the Dark Aegon keys. Those tend to be very early on, except for when they aren't, and that's a bad time.
Yeah, much like the Sky Temple keys, the temple boss keys don't get placed until you have access to the temple.
Which is very early on, like space jump, bombs, and missiles.
Although in this logic, I believe you don't.
Yeah,
need
bombs
to
would do it alone,
there.
actually.
Yeah, intermediate bomb jump in Judgment Pit, I think is what that one was called.
Yeah. Oh boy, we could maybe Bash will also get space jump walk behind a Morbus.
Yep.
I would appreciate that because that's what happened in Seed Bash sent to me.
I thought it was Dark Beam.
A Morbus had Dark Beam, and then space jump was in Storage B, I believe. Yeah, Storage B.
That room loves to have space jump. See it there a lot.
Yeah, that can happen, of course, even on just beginner because you get light beam to go to Dark Samus. But it's really funny that Dark Beam on that seed was a Morbus. So Morbus locked space jump.
An interesting thing about the North American and European versions of this game, you don't actually have to bomb all the slots here. You only have to bomb this one to activate the portal. That was fixed on Japanese GameCube and all other subsequent releases.
Route divergence here. DCR is opting to go back to Temple Grounds for Seekers and whatnot.
Yeah, DCR thinks that Hive Chamber A, Hive Chamber B for the Seekers, and then, you know, communication
DMT is just
area,
a good check
all that
anyways.
stuff. Yeah. I don't know if DCR will decide to go to GFMC Compound or not.
Yeah. Without like Screw Attack and Space Jump or Power Bombs, it's a lot more questionable.
Yeah, there is always an inherent risk of soft locking by going there too early, because in order to escape from the front to Great Temple, you need Emerald, logically, and in order to go backwards, you need either Space Jump and Screw Attack, or Power Bombs.
I think that was, speaking of Space Jump, I think that was on Crossroads.
Did you just see Space Jump on Crossroads?
It's a blue glowy item. I didn't see it too well, but it looked like Space Jump to me.
I don't believe any of the none of the Crossroad tricks are under advanced difficulty to acquire the item from the Dark World, so I believe Boost Ball is going to be early on in progression then.
I mean, if it's also Space Jump, then it doesn't matter. Because all the tricks to get Crossroads involve Space Jump, I think.
Oh, yeah, that is true. Yeah, without Boost Ball anyway.
Yeah. Bellator confirming Space Jump on Crossroads. I'm surprised I don't see that more. For whatever reason. I feel like I should see Space Jump more there, and just doesn't. The seed is actually bad because the DCR is doing DMT with nothing to trivialize it.
Another Dark Aegon key.
DCR just gets all the Aegon keys and goes to a Morbus first and gets something. That would be funny.
Do you think Broom Closet will have the final key?
Yes. It's a very safe bet, honestly.
Nope.
No! Okay. Nope. I guess I'm washed. Can't read Echo Seeds anymore. You know, Space Jump directly on a Morbus would be pretty cursed. Because you can actually do a lot of Echoes without Space Jump.
It was another Aegon key. That gives DCR 2 Aegon keys, by the way. While Bash only has 1.
Yep. You can get surprisingly far into Echoes without space jump if you get a bunch of other items. You can actually do most of Sanctuary without power bombs, which is something I learned a couple weeks ago, or really realized. If you get Screw Attack, you can actually use Screw Attack to get around most of Upper Sanctuary anyways. It's
Yeah,
really
you can
Upper
use
Torvus that...
Spider Ball too.
Yeah. It's really Upper Torvus that is difficult to navigate, or... Yeah, difficult to navigate without Space Jump.
Yeah, you get kind of not railroaded, but you get kind of blocked off because Torvus Grove and Polluted Mire crossing without space jump or getting up there without space jump is very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
And then also, Great Bridge has the same problem.
Mm-hmm. DCR found a power bomb somewhere.
It did. I think it was an expansion, right?
Yeah, just an expansion. DCR are taking advantage of this being the first passive communication layer or area. That is the only layer that has power bomb drops. So doing this now gives DCR this check, which is
Another E-tank.
Mm.
Was that Dark Beam
Dark?
in Junction Site?
Yeah.
I think I saw Dark Beam there. Uh-oh.
Nice.
That puts Boost Ball and Spider Ball pretty early on in progression, potentially.
Potentially.
Makings of a Jet Seed?
I hope not. I would be very disappointed.
I do like seeing both of them decide to take two different paths immediately at the start.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's that Spider Ball. That DCR doesn't know is required for that Dark Beam. So DCR is... Neither of these two people know it yet, but DCR's route is starting to be a bit more efficient.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
While Bash was just trying to clear more checks at once before leaving back to Temple Grounds. Ended up maybe not paying off.
Yeah. Root for me, Mary. And my ability to generate curse seeds.
The house wins.
Always. So this isn't in logic what DCR is doing, unless he gets exactly
Emerald
here.
or Darkvisor?
Not even... Well, that still doesn't get him out of GFMC on its own.
Oh yeah, logically it doesn't get you out of GFMC. You're
Yeah.
right.
Only main power bombs put power bombs in logic. Expansions do not make logical things happen.
That was a nice stone morph. It didn't look like it was going to happen, but it happened anyway.
And Bash, out of things to do, and Aegon is leaving. Oh yeah, Spider isn't in logic yet. So that means power bombs and labs, I guess?
Potentially. Actually, no. I believe entering labs from the front without space jump is advanced.
I thought it was intermediate. I thought it...
Scanning the gate is intermediate. I don't know about the bomb jump, but you know what? I will double check that right now because I have it open.
I'm pretty certain it was on... It used to be on intermediate or normal and the old names.
Mining Station A.
The Ginger Chris confirming it's intermediate, or saying it's intermediate. So is Dark Zero.
It says here, room center, door to central station access. Event after the gate, you need either space jump boots or morph ball bomb and bomb jump advanced.
What about, can you go from the scan to that same door?
Oh, from the scan. That might be a dash, you're right.
Yeah.
Where's the front of the
Dark Zero said it's from the event to the door.
From event mining station A gate to the door, it says it's impossible. From the lore scan, it says you can either use space jump or you can do an intermediate dash.
And so that's in logic.
Yes.
Dash acquiring the same Dark Aegon key. Progression could also be in Storage B, to be fair.
Oh, Dark Sewer was talking about the scan dash the whole time. Okay, never mind.
Hmm.
Yeah, I knew about the dash, 'cause that's what I usually do. The dash is way easier.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I just wasn't sure if it was logical or not. This is the first race of the tournament, I believe, where the participants have decided to up the difficulty of the tricks.
Yeah, you're right. Wow.
I was open to the idea of doing this if I faced an opponent who hadn't experienced running the game as well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I feel about changing other rules, like item pool, or like requirements for beating the seed. But upping the difficulty seems like, I don't know. I don't see an issue with that like at all, no matter what your stance on GAs are.
Mm-hmm. Dash back at Tess. Hasn't gotten that E-Tank Storage B. Will now.
Two of them kind of flip-flopped. Now they're just doing the opposite things.
Yeah, it's always fun when you get situations like that.
Yeah.
DCR is going to get to make an additional check, though, in storage, or in Cache 4. That could be, a big thing. It could also be Ing Hive Key, too.
That is true.
You know, it would be 3 rooms away from missile expansion because of Judgment Pit.
Looks like Bash is doing a nice bomb jump to jump down and fall.
My favorite
Bash
use
is
of
trying
bomb
to
jumps.
get Bash is trying to get the hint for Ing Reliquary.
Yeah, this isn't super likely to be anything. And by super likely, I mean it's really rare. And if it is something, it's usually just a Sky Temple key.
Yeah,
Like, see, it's already dead.
Yeah, that's that item requires a lot of stuff to reach. So it's one of the least likely locations in the game. I think it's within like the DCR scanning space jump boots. Okay, it's one of the like 10 least common locations.
I would even say I would bet 5.
Has DCR beaten Jump Guardian? I guess DCR is going back for the Transport Center item.
Yeah. I do this sometimes. I'm not sure if it's right or not.
I think in DCR's case, it's probably right because he's already been to Temple Grounds. Right?
Yeah.
Like, this routes in nicely to the save station and such, but for right now... Oh, is that missile? Okay. Maybe DCR wanted another missile, potentially, for Jump Guardian too. Never mind,
No.
Skipping it entirely.
I think he was looking for more, like, light beam there. Also, that missile-related upgrade in Ing Reliquary, the only things I can refer are Missile Launcher, Missile Expansions, and Seeker Launcher. And since we already have Seekers, the hint is Ing Reliquary is dead.
Yeah, Missile
But
Launcher
honestly,
in the game is essentially just a glorified missile expansion.
Yeah. Honestly, some runners have taken to not checking that hint, since it's statistically so low, unlikely to have something. And if it does, it's likely a Sky Temple key that you'll already get a hint for.
DCR checking Junction site first. Gonna find Dark Beam.
Will it go to Cache 4?
Yes, I think it is Dark Beam. Yeah,
Yeah, that is.
Okay, nice. I only caught it like at the very right side of the screen when Bash was rolling through.
Yeah, same actually.
You never know if it's dark ammo or not. Dark ammo's got that little like blue
Gray
shimmer to it or
sparkle.
whatever. Gray sparkle. I don't know how to call it. I guess DCR is deciding to do in-cache 4 on the way out because he doesn't want to climb dueling range.
Yeah, that's fair. It's a long climb. Maybe plans to warp to start.
Warp to start would be interesting.
Curry Master. We are planning on intermediate, so it is probably in logic. Is that supposed to be worms?
If that's worms, then one more key does put that in logic. It's an intermediate bomb jump to reach.
Yep. Oh wait, the spider is out of logic. Still, they haven't found any power bombs yet.
Spider, not the dark beam. Yeah, the dark beam and the spider ball are still out of logic without power bombs or Emerald Translator. Or Skirt. No, not Skirt type. No space jump yet.
We're pretty sure space jump is in Crossroad.
Yeah, space jump is Crossroads. That's what I was saying. Oh, DCR is going to do this sick jump off the blade pod. Hell yeah. I've practiced this a couple times for the rando. No. I think you might have been going for the BSJ instead. Wait, you can do
like it.
You can do a really interesting kind of bomb jump where you place 2 bombs kind of slowly, and then you place another 2 like quickly in the air. It's kind of hard to explain, but basically it lets you stand on something in Morph Ball that is normally like destroyed by bombs. So if you place one bomb and then quickly place another one like as it's exploding, and then place 2 more quickly in the air, when you land back into the second bomb that you placed, it'll be hovering on the ground after the item that you stood on was destroyed. You can use it to bomb jump. It's used for Hall of Stairs without space jump. That's how you climb that room. Are they gonna high 5? Oh no, DCR's going for in-cache 4. Oh, we got a raid from SpeedGaming 4.
Yo, welcome.
Welcome.
It's still early in the seed. Anyone's game. Really looking for boost ball specifically, so they can get space jump in, really start moving around. Though I don't think Bash. No, Bash would know by now. I'm pretty certain Bash has looked.
Light ammo expansion. So I'm guessing they are supposed to be entering labs from the front for progression.
Yeah, I don't really know where else
I don't
they
think
can go.
anything else is possible right now with it, like ignoring the spider and the dark beam, right?
Yeah. Just like command center.
Yep, command center. And is that really the only item that's currently in logic?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think so, because you can't progress anymore without dark beam or space jump. And Central Mining Station requires space jump with these settings as well. So yeah, it's just command center. Probably gonna find either power bombs or emerald there. I think it'll be emerald, honestly, because Emerald Translator seems to be in command center a lot from when I played.
Yeah.
Dark Beam was in Junction Site, left behind Spider Ball. So technically on the GFMC path, yes.
Makes sense.
I think DCR is going to be heading right to labs.
Yeah, I think DCR would know that there's nowhere else to go.
Oh, and getting knocked around by... These aren't Krayleys. These are something else. I don't know what they're called.
Rude. They're called rude.
They are annoying. And they knocked him down again.
Can they get the hat trick?
Asder, noted 100% scans playthrougher, wants to let us know that that is a gentle Lumite.
Ah.
Thank you. So Bash and DCR basically did the Dark Aegon and Temple Ground stuff in opposite orders, but now their routes have converged completely. Kind of funny. I think Bash reached Bomb Guardian first, before DCR, but DCR watched fewer like Dark World cutscenes and such. So
DCR going to check Mineshaft. Won't find anything
interesting because you can find progression there, but likely not anything that's gonna like, you know, give you anything right away. I mean, there's a chance it could be Boost Ball.
It's required. Nothing else.
Because you're not going to find any item that gives you logical access for space jump in labs, because the item that you need for progression right now is potentially Spider Ball, right?
Yeah.
So if you think Command Center only has Emerald and main power bombs, and you've already got a power bomb, and you don't need Emerald right now, it does actually make sense for why these two would put it off for now.
Yeah.
Just assume that they're currently on the logical path.
Even so, I'm not sure if there's anything else, anywhere else to go with just Dark Beam, other than labs.
Yeah, I specifically just meant the Mineshaft check. They don't even have Amber to read this hint, so. Are they? Nice. Look at this. Oh, and Bash getting trolled by Pillbug, so he falls behind.
Because echoes.
That was pretty funny. DCR doesn't have Light Beam, so for the time being, he cannot check Storage A. Neither can Bash.
What is going on outside? Okay, it's all fine. It sounded like a fire truck honking their horn.
Yeah, if you want to check Storage A without Light Beam or Space Jump, you're going to have to do Sand Digger and wall crawl all the way to Mining Station B.
Not fun. The worst thing in the world, but I also don't want to do it.
DCR nailing that bomb jump first try.
And it's Bash 2 from the looks of it.
Oh, Bash did too. Look at that.
I mean, just like that, they synced right back up. Oh, one of the Phazon casters survived. Nice. It's real fun when they all survive, but the pirates still explode.
That's possible.
Yeah. It's possible, and I don't know why.
Weird game. Dark Beam is really nice for this room.
Oh yeah, it makes it
Dark
very
Beam
fast.
Destroy the turrets. And if you have a missile and you don't have another way to get dark ammo back, you can use 3 dark ammo shots for the missile as well, because missiles and dark ammo, like uncharged, do the same damage to those turrets. Dark Beam plus a missile immediately after is a very powerful combination, doing 60 damage to light world enemies. And it's Emerald, I was correct.
Well, main PBs don't matter too much unless they're like in Great Bridge or some other PB log check. Then it's like, well, guess that's that.
Yeah, so they've got.
In that case, they wouldn't be logically required to finish the seed, and you don't have to worry about powerbomb checks, just routing. And there's Boost Ball, it looks like.
Yeah, that's nice. I was gonna say Boost Ball is probably gonna be in here because the only other check that's currently in Logic and Labs is Storage D. Or no, well now Sand Processing is, but before that.
Yeah.
Well, now it's time to go grab that space jump. Although DCR is deciding to... Oh no, DCR closed the door.
Yeah, DCR has to go this way. I suspect DCR and possibly... DCR probably, and Bash maybe. But I expect they'll go and check storage D and sand processing as well while they're here.
Right now, Bash doesn't have no translator.
Maybe even bioenergy production, though that's much less likely.
Me personally, I always try to avoid closing that gate to biostorage if I can.
Yeah, it's a slow one to fix.
I guess Bash wants to jump down because he remembers he doesn't have space jump. I don't actually believe it's possible to get this item without space jump or screw attack.
Yeah, I believe it.
There is an inbounds. Actually, that's not true. You can walk off from Sanddigger.
Well, you can always do that, though.
There's an inbounds method with screw attack. It's like a really weird, like, BSJ into a screw attack, and you, like, land on the ledge that you first dashed to. It's bad.
Real wonky.
I always just wall crawl that room using the tunnel and command center access if I need to. Central Mining Station has a nice open ceiling, so once you've blown the thing in front of the hole, you can just skywalk to it.
You can get out of bounds in the command center access.
Yeah, once you bomb the floor, I think. How does the command center access like on Morph work? I think you might have to like come from command center or something. I don't know exactly, but once you're able to unmorph, like by the area where the boxes are, you can screw attack into that tunnel. That room, I think the screw attack Z=0 axis actually goes like right through where that tunnel is. You can actually like do proper screw attack cancels into that tunnel.
Oh, okay.
It's really interesting.
Both runners picking up space jump at around the same time. They can do things.
I'm guessing,
both runners complaining about the seed, by the way, in race time. Give the old smiley.
Was typed, this sure is a seed. Although, I mean, for now, they've got a pretty good amount of progression items so far in a short time. Hasn't really been much backtracking at all. I guess logically there was, but through the power of save warps, you can...
DCR checking underground tunnel.
And Bash
I believe...
Go back to labs.
I believe what DCR is doing is the play, because underground tunnel is very likely to have things. It's pretty frequently... Yeah. Pretty frequently, path or underground tunnel is the only check you have in logic in Torvis when it becomes available.
Luckily, those secret locks were hit.
I do demand more memory. This is nothing compared to what Bash sent me through.
Oh, there's the Amber Translator. Okay.
Oh, interesting.
And screw attack.
DCR getting screw attack, though.
Here?
Again, underground tunnel is almost always the play.
I think I've had screw attack here like 3 times recently. Like in my own seeds, including the last tournament seed, I think, or the one before. I don't remember. Darkvisor in Torvis Temple. That's a pretty good place, honestly.
Better than Dark Torvis Temple.
Yep. So many E-tanks in this seed. Just so many. I wonder why Bash was... Oh, probably for the 2 hits. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, hints are still very strong and worth playing for. They are real good.
Now we should see DCR also going to get the Amber Translator, and then probably deciding to read hints like Bash as well. I think this seed would be very funny if Supers were on Chica and Darkvisor was on Supers, but I don't think Supers on Chica is very likely at this point, because That would require Taurus access from the front, which would require a suit at this point. I think, aren't supers more likely to be your entrance into Taurus than a suit?
I feel like that's the case.
I think I remember being told that at some point. Maybe it's not true though. I wonder, is a bandit base intermediate? Because if it is, then they have logical access into Taurus.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think that is.
Hold on. Portable Path of Eyes. No, that is. Oh wow. There's a standable terrain intermediate that uses screw attack.
Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't see what that hint said.
Interesting. The slope jump is listed as advanced, but there's a standable terrain on intermediate. So, yep, Torvis from the front is currently in logic, I guess. Suit 2 rooms away from Sky Temple Key 2. I don't believe Sky Temple Key 2 was found yet. Although I don't pay close attention to the numbers.
Yeah. I'm trying to get another race set up, or at least give them their seed so they can get going.
Oh, DCR. DCR's trying to do a BSJ to skip the trigger for this pirate fight.
Oh,
and
nice.
He got it. Wow, nice. I haven't seen anyone pull this off in a while.
I didn't even know it was possible.
No.
Super Missile can be found in Putrid Alcove. The other underground tunnel of Torvis.
That's a Putrid Alcove or Plaza Access?
I actually have no idea. I'm currently watching.
PA.
Chat confirm. I have the very small screen right now.
Plaza Access was correct, okay.
Plaza Access.
Logically behind Light Beam.
So where's Light Beam? Not on Battleground anymore.
Storage D.
Huh.
What? DCR? Why are you not doing the out of bounds for this? You have screw attack. You found it. I'm so sad right now.
Maybe DCR is just being lazy.
You can screw attack into the tunnel and shoot the little boxes that you bomb here to destroy the lasers with missiles and then just morph into the tunnel.
Effort, though. I have a feeling
DCR shall be getting a stern talking to later.
I have a feeling that they're not going to find, or DCR isn't going to find Light Beam for whatever reason. Call it a hunch.
DCR getting a little trolled by the camera and sand processing. It's truly mystifying sometimes. And I think Bash is gonna stumble upon that screw attack shortly.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe bite himself a little bit for it, but I mean, I don't think Bash made a bad play at all.
No, Bash really didn't miss all that much. He could have moved a little better, but that's about it. He didn't miss because of it.
Yeah, still sticking to the same route, just in slightly different order. It would have only been a problem if Bash didn't decide to do this at some point.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hi, Dark Samus.
Goodbye, Dark Samus. 50 damage per frame makes Dark Samus go poof. Light Beam, calling it. Dang.
I was right. Dark Beam wasn't good. Put Light Beam in Doomed Entry. Why not?
So that does make Torvis one of the only other places other than main reactor, I guess, but I can't see what this is right now.
Morph Ball related upgrade in Dark Oasis. Probably nothing.
Probably not power bombs. Oh, it's Light Beam.
Oh.
I was close. I was close, though. Well, that certainly paid off for DCR.
Yeah.
Now, DCR doesn't know this, I'm pretty sure, but now the super missiles are available,
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
along with hints at this point with all these energy tanks. So if DCR decides to go back to Torvis for the side, then DCR is going to find those supers. But yeah, Dark Labs first is an okay play. You're here, you might as well.
Yeah.
Bash is doing something very interesting right now. He's deciding to do the Torvis pirate fight. This isn't in logic with the screw attack. I believe that's an advanced single room out of bounds. Bash is... Oh, wait. Bash knows about super missiles, doesn't he? Oh my, is he gonna wall crawl all the way to Plaza Access?
What is he missing? Light beam.
Light beam. This is fairly simple. All you want to do is just let this room load around you. You can,
really?
I think once the room loads, you can actually just walk into the trigger for the pirate fight. Even.
You can actually, yeah.
I think that's what he's going to try to do right now.
Well, that's a play.
There it is. So now the pirate fight will start and the map will change to Torvis Grove.
Hello, SpeedGaming 5 to erase, I guess.
This is a really, really cool play. I never considered that Bash would try to do this, but I mean, if you know where super missiles are, then you might as well.
Yeah.
And then you can discern later when you're looking for light beam that super missiles are not blocking it. So. And another energy tank. That puts 7 of them discovered.
They will be able to make Dark World checks. Bash going for this. Second Borgar.
Imagine if Bash also happens to find Annihilator Beam here in Torvis, so he can get hints without having to go get Light Beam. That would put the two of these guys pretty close to each other, honestly.
Yeah.
I do like this play from Bash. That was really cool. There hasn't been a lot of, like, I guess miscellaneous wall crawling being done in this tournament.
No.
Just because, like, wall crawling in these randomizers is so situational. Like, usually you're... Another energy tank, wow. Usually you're just breaking logic, and breaking logic through things that are usually difficult and not something that will, like, give you anything is not worth it.
Sometimes round open doors. Very occasionally.
Doors, yeah. But Bash knows about these super missiles, so he's going to decide to grab them because super missiles are one of the most important items in the game.
Yeah. You can skip them for hints, but it's really bad. It's stupid.
Yeah, another lengthy wall crawl, and you have to wall crawl out of them too, unless you just use the saves coming.
You're probably doing that.
It's not like the skipping Seekers wall crawl.
Now the skipping Seekers is free, especially since the backside of the Seeker's lock is only one side, isn't the Seeker's lock itself. It's only one-sided. So you can just break the door, that'll break the Seeker lock on the front, and that's it.
Was this the super hint?
Yep.
Okay, so DCR is going to get it too, and then...
Oh, the hint. Oh, I actually don't know which one it was.
No, it's just a stupid suit hint. Bash is trying to keep what this item is. I don't actually know how you do this, honestly.
I don't think you do. You peek. The way you peek this item is going halfway up the spider track.
I don't think supers were an emerald hint because Bash got them before going.
It is an amber hint of some sort, and I'm not sure which one.
So that would be 7.
Oh, alright.
Okay, and now Bash has the ability to go back to Aegon, actually, using those super missiles. Hive P2, great. Or wait, no, Bash is gonna realize... Wait, hold on a second. Yeah, Bash is gonna have to wall crawl to get out. Bash, don't use the portal. You don't have a beam. Okay.
Yo.
Bash, you don't have a beam. Bash. Oh wait. He can use the portal in Gloom Vista, but I don't see why he would want to do that.
Oh, there's a save station here.
Oh, save station. Right. I forgot about the save. I was just thinking he would go back to Aegon, but going back to Aegon at this point would require a wall crawl.
Yeah.
Not a terrible one. There's a secret roll that you can do in Forgotten Bridge by BSJing onto some collision on the gate and then jumping out of bounds. And then you would just have to wall crawl 2 rooms, probably to Great Bridge, and then you can just drop in through the empty ceiling. PCR checking sand cache. I didn't actually see what was in here. Oh, right, another E-tank.
Well, DCR could actually pretty comfortably do Toothless final bosses now.
Even Bash can do them with 6.
Yeah.
I wonder what's in store now for Bash.
What's Mining Plaza? Have we ever seen it?
I don't think I looked at Mining Plaza.
There's a super missile hunt.
Okay. Yep, DCR is going to turn right around and go get those super missiles. I think Bash is heading back to Aegon. No, is he checking Hall of Honor dead?
I would assume so. Oh, he's going to Hints.
For hints? Oh, yeah, I guess hints is a fine play. You can save at your ship and then reload and go to Aegon.
Yeah.
Is Bash gonna get? Yeah, Bash is gonna get to hints first via saves coming, and also get all that dark beam ammo back.
Bold.
Bash is making some really nice plays, actually.
Maybe Bash should just committed to skipping late beam this seed. Defiled Shrine is nothing.
It could be main power bombs.
Nothing.
Nothing. Ah, yes, this Seeker Lock. I'm a big fan.
I'm a fan of all Seeker's locks.
And welcome to SpeedGaming 2.
Oh, well.
Oh, wow, okay. What did I say about Bash running into an Annihilator?
Yeah, I think you said it in Aegon count. No, Torvis.
Yeah, I said it in
Doesn't count.
Torvid, but I said it could happen.
Yeah.
Here we go. Well, Bash's odds of skipping Life Beam in this seed just skyrocketed.
It really did.
Also, yes, this Annihilator Beam has been in Logic for a while now. Ever since Boost Ball was picked up.
Yeah.
Bash may not have headbutted first into Logic. We don't know of that yet. Bash is deciding to save again? I guess doesn't want to exit after hints and just wants to keep the Annihilator. That's fair. Supers are still out of Logic for Bash. Unless you have single room out of bounds on Advanced, Annihilator doesn't let you get to that area in Torvis without Light Beam. That requires single room out of bounds. So Light Beam is logically required for this seed, but you know, it's out of bounds, you can skip it.
What is logic?
Ooh, okay.
Not going to UMass too.
Doing Hive Keys even do anything from the front on Intermediate? Is that an Intermediate BSJ and his good deck? I wouldn't surprise me if it was. It's pretty simple.
feel like it is. I guess getting out. Yeah, I guess not. Alright, I should be back finally. Everything is taken care of, I believe.
Yeah, if you have Screw Attack, it's an intermediate BSJ. However, going back, it is a advanced BSJ.
Let's pull up a notepad.
That was a sick instant morph.
I missed it.
Off the spank weed, blocking the camera.
Oh, they already found 3 Sky Temple keys too. Wow.
Yeah, Bash found one in Torva's Plaza.
Culling chamber.
Training
Training chamber.
No light beam requirements yet.
Venomous Pond.
No light beam requirements yet.
We'll have to do some shenanigans for
Oh
Culling
yeah,
chamber.
Venomous Pond would require a bit of shenaniganry to skip without light or to skip light beam for.
Poison.
Ooh. Yeah,
Oh.
Hive gyro chamber.
That's probably
There's
light beam
your-
requirement right there.
Yeah, that's what's gonna incentivize Bash to look for light beam probably.
Mm-hmm. Poison Bog though. Wow, we only know where Dark Visor is out of everything for that.
Because doing the secret world in Hive Dynamo Works off the door requires opening the door with light beam. There isn't a good secret world in Hive Dynamo Works. You would have to probably go to Dynamo Works and do a Spider Guardian skip to reach the Dynamo. What is it called? Dynamo, like storage portal?
Access.
Dynamo storage or something.
Hey, which
It's
one
the portal that you goes to the Sky Temple key. You probably want to do that, and then you would Screw Attack into the tunnel, and then wall crawl to Hive Gyro, and then you could save, like use the save station to warp out. So Light Beam is possible to skip in this seed. At this point, if I was playing, I might be incentivized to do so, but it would require
a lot of work.
It would require one really short wall crawl and one longer one. Also, that's to echo up to 3 rooms away from
Corvus controller access. So that's probably Hydro Dynamo Station. Also, which of those keys was...
It said up to 3 rooms away. It could also be Torvus Energy Controller.
Yeah, okay.
It could be back to back.
Oh, that'd be pretty good. I guess we'll find out in a moment. What is Sky Temple Key 2? I didn't think of it, but whichever one that is, there's a suit 2 rooms away from that. Also, hello SpeedGaming 3.
Lots of posts today.
Yeah. There's our Dark Visor, at least.
Bash is thinking right now.
Wonder if Bash is also thinking about Sky Temple Key 2.
It is possible to check if you have it.
Yeah, that's what Bash is doing.
Yeah,
So Bash does have a hint for it. Yeah, Bash didn't either, so Bash is trying to figure out.
The Sky Temple key hints will tell you which one is which.
Yeah.
The first one he scanned was Culling Chamber, and he has number 1.
So it's
3 rooms away from Culling Chamber?
2 rooms away.
Oh, 2 rooms. Oh, so Gazing Cliff.
No, that's 1 room away.
Oh, no, that's 1 room away. What? What is it?
Hive Dynamo Works?
Oh my
Yeah?
god. Also, the Echo was here. I called it. Okay, I guess there's a suit in Hive Dynamo Works. Wait, that's really, really good for Bash if he decides to skip Light Beam.
Oh, that actually is.
That's really, really good, because you could get that skipping Spider Guardian and then, go back into the Dark World after resetting the Terminal Fall. Actually, no, you don't even have to reset the Terminal Fall, because you don't want to hit Terminal Fall. You just want to dash into the Aether on the left and wall crawl around to Hive Gyro Access, or whatever that room is called.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this would be such a good route with, like, advanced out-of-bounds knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
So there's only another suit to account for, then.
Yeah.
think DCR is also going to go check hints at this point. He probably feels pretty confident in how he basically beelined Screw Attack and then beelined Light Beam, and then got the Super Sense.
I'm actually going to check the VOD. Asder is saying Venomous Pond is Sky Temple Key 2, possibly. So that would mean Dark Torvus Temple.
Oh my god.
That would also be exceptional.
That would be a lot more fun. And it would make Light Beam a bit more stupid.
Yeah. I don't actually know which is better, which one I want. Either one is very good. What did that hint say?
That's Echo in... That was the Echo hint.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess Cheka is guarding his suit. Are you satisfied now, Diggle? I guess only if the other suit's on.
Interslice did check. Thank you, Interslice, and yes, I am satisfied. Are you happy with the Chica, Aaron?
Chica's fun.
But are you just happy seeing it finally after 3 weeks? Ooh, Sunburst.
There was a race that fought Chica. Already.
Yeah,
I think
but there's more Chica now. There's more Chica now.
Yeah, if there's ever a time to learn the Vertigo strat for Poison Bog, it's now.
I would argue the time to learn it was last week, before the race.
That's also fair. Using a super missile to kill that, like, shaft or whatever.
Bash.
Yeah, so meta. That was some weird flying from that pirate. Kind of like flew backwards down into the ground. That was weird. There's a lot of stuff in this seed that still isn't known right now. DCR has more access to things, like, sooner because of the Light Beam. But there's still a location for a suit that isn't known. I don't think the Torvus key hint was red either.
I think we saw that.
Did we see it? If anyone in chat knows, then that would be helpful.
Sky Temple Key 2 and Venomous Pond. Yep, there we go. Oh, wow.
I think DCR just put 2 and 2 together right now. One logged on the Venomous Pond hint. Or the...
yeah, it could have been Venomous Pond, actually, as well. Or Poison Bog, and then you would know Light Suit isn't required. But since there's also a Sky Temple Key there, it's... that's actually really funny.
Or DCR.
Don't worry though, DCR has an Inghive key. Oh, DCR has 2 Torvus keys already. Nice.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that. I think one of them was in Aegon?
The DCR has,
I don't remember where... No, it couldn't have been Aegon. Bash should have found it too, I think.
DCR has Dark Visor Bellator. It's on the tracker.
Is this going to be main power bombs? Nope.
DCR is looking for Cannonball now. So fair enough.
Oh, right, yeah. Looking for Cannonball, that's fair.
It would be very good to find the seed.
With DCR's current items, it's actually very easy to keep Cannonball right now. Like, if you got it, you were able to keep it. The only thing you would have to lose it for, potentially, is Eerie, but
unlikely.
That's not going to happen.
Never say never.
Dash, you only have 4 missiles.
Love to see it.
There you go. DCR not reloading the save is interesting, but he is going to get Annihilator Beam because of it. Oh, maybe he just wanted this hint.
That one. That's showing off a nice air underwater. Gonna get a Borgar for his trouble.
There's no way this is gonna work.
No.
Wow.
Gosh.
Okay. Sure.
Golly gosh, I hate it when when people get it first try. Because I don't, and I'm spiteful.
Bash demonstrating how when you are above water and you shoot power beam into a water box, your shot disappears. That's the same effect that's happening right now with air underwater. You're treated as if you are above water and you're shooting your power beam underwater into a water box. So that's why you're what did that just say?
Quad has the other suit.
I called that earlier too. Remind me again, who made this?
I made this. I made this.
A suit can be found in Hive Temple. I like how it wasn't even the quad hint.
Yeah, no, that's just... shame that Amorbus doesn't have anything currently. What can Amorbus have?
Torva's key.
Yeah. The seed still isn't nearly as bad as what Bash sent me, but this...
It's still pretty good though.
Oh yeah, it
I am
is.
very entertained.
Me too.
And Bash still doesn't have light beam. You know, Bash saw my post yesterday in the Randomizer Discord because I did max percent no light beam, 99% one sitting, and Bash went, you know what? I can do that too.
I wonder at what point Bash gives up on no light stuff.
I mean, yeah, light beam pretty much has to be an Aegon at this point.
Like, Bash has to know that.
It can be in Sank. Or wait, no. Yes?
No, it can't be in Sank either.
You know, it can be in Sank because Dark Visor is accessible without light beam.
But there's a light door in Sank entrance.
Oh right, yeah.
And Supers was light locked. Yeah, Bash has to know that.
Yeah. There's no way light beam is anywhere except for Aegon right now. That's gravity boost on DCR's end.
So this isn't as dangerous as you would think. With this many, well, then again, DCR does have like 11 squintillion E-tank, so so you can just do that.
It's so funny how the suits are on 2 bosses and then you just have all these E-tanks anyway.
Yeah.
Required suits and you just have 20 billion E-tanks. You know, I made fun of, or I didn't make fun. I poked Bash just trying to figure out. Yep, it's on Chica, my friend. Or maybe he's trying to track down Light Beam. But yeah, it has to be an Aegon.
Maybe he's just trying to figure out what light doors there are. I feel like Bash might be trying to skip Light Beam as a joke. Oh no. Bash figured it out. In the race time just now, Bash just said, wow, dude. All caps.
Oh, he figured out...
Bash just figured out that both suits are on bosses.
And DCR typing a lol, even though DCR only knows half the story. And another E-tank required at the Geo station. We're gonna see all E-tanks.
I bet DCR would go out of his way to pick up any E-tanks he saw at this point. Also as a joke.
Grenchler's let out such a terrifying cry when you shoot their backs off.
DCR does know about one of the suits.
I wonder is DCR just checking these for Torvis keys at this point? Or does he know about the Sky Temple key hint? Or the Torvis key hint, my apologies.
I guess not. I don't know if I actually saw that, honestly.
I don't remember seeing it. And when I asked in chat, I don't think anyone responded, so...
Yeah, it's just something I might have seen out of the corner of my eye. Chad always wins in these races.
Yeah, I think Bash is gonna go back to Aegon to look for Light Beam.
Yeah.
Which is fair. None of the out-of-bounds tricks required for skipping Light Beam are worth going for unless you have done them before, and pretty recently. Because some of the wall crawls are very long.
See, DCR demonstrating why Seekers are the best fighter in the series. Usually this bridge isn't so bad though, but I guess today.
I'm pretty sure DCR just didn't lock on to the last one.
Fair. Oh yeah, I don't think we've seen this yet.
Also, yeah, in a seed where you have to fight Quadraxis and Chica, it's
Yeah,
probably
that's fair.
not worth skipping Light Beam. That is correct.
Hey, look, an E-Tank!
Sure, pick that up, pick the ass.
Yeah, DCR knows what he has to do. I applaud. And DCR just casually getting that first try, and that's not a trivial bomb jump. Even while getting bullied. 2 more E-Tanks left in the seed.
Didn't Bash pick one up in Dark Forest? Am I wrong on that?
I don't know.
I can't remember, honestly. I can't keep track of all these E-Tanks.
Yeah, DCR could just casually walk to Ing Reliquary right now, get him. Maybe not walk, but he could get Ing Reliquary, and that's the big Ingstrom check.
Walk to Ing Reliquary.
I'm kind of sad that Bash has to give up on the no light beam dream, and he's in the right room now. He's in the right place, so he'll get it soon enough.
Yeah, I think he's checking vanilla right now.
Sonic Boom is in logic. There's the quad hint, the real quad hint. Meanwhile, in race time, DCR has just typed out seed. And yeah, I'm sad Bash had to give up on the no light beam dream. Because I don't know if the Bash can stand up to DCR's E-Tank percent strat without it.
Echo Visor is not required for anything currently, right?
No, you don't need it for quad on this difficulty, but certainly not going to say no.
I was just saying this seed requires all the items, but so far, I guess grapple and Echo Visor don't have a use.
Even gravity boost too, probably, since that's locked behind at least one suit.
That is true.
Oh yeah, Hive Gyro does need Echo. But they can get Annihilator.
Oh no, the bomb jump is advanced to get over the gate from that side. So Hive Gyro logically does require Echo, actually. That's correct.
But they can just go in from the back.
They can. I just meant logically.
Yeah. This is on intermediate Bellator. Everything you're seeing here. Most tricks aren't set to intermediate.
Yeah, it is actually intermediate to get over the gate from the front to going to Quadraxis, but going from Quadraxis over the gate is advanced.
Man, it's a lot more finicky. Bash not bothering to check Vanilla Light currently. Fair. It's very rare for that to actually happen. For whatever reason.
Although it has happened a few times in this tournament so far.
Oh yeah, But I feel like I personally can count on one hand the amount of Vanilla Lights I've seen. Or I've played, personally. But I've seen so much Vanilla Dark.
I've seen a lot of that too. I think I've seen more Light Beam in Incash 2 than I have seen in Incash 1, honestly.
Oh. I can't say that, but ooh.
It's pretty good. It means you get screw attack logically pretty early.
Oh yeah, but it's still really rude. Oh, Bash hasn't... Yeah, of course Bash hasn't done Dark Samus 1.
Chuckling at the race time chat as well.
Yeah. Is that with Inghive Keys Bellator?
With the Inghive keys and the gate already being opened, all you need is screw attack and standable terrain.
Hmm.
And Bash is very happy to find that Light Beam. Sanctuary from the side is now open.
No, they're about to high-five in a little bit.
Not if this, excuse me, what are these things called?
Pillbug?
Pillbugs.
Lesser Spider Guardians.
Beam ammo. Not particularly useful. Although, I guess if you want an optimal check.
Oh, memory is right. Oh, the ECR did just figure out which one memory or Sky Temple Key 2 is. Meanwhile, in the race time, yeah, DCR just said OMG Diggle. Oh, I thought DCR had figured that out forever ago.
Yeah, I thought because when DCR read the hint for Sky Temple Key in or 2 in
Venomous Pond,
Venomous,
like the way he
Sky Temple
lingered,
Key 2,
yeah.
Venomous Pond, and then he didn't freeze on it. But wait, no, was Poison Bog read first? I can't remember if he froze on Poison Bog or Venomous Pond, but I thought when he was reading Sky Temple Key he noticed. But oh well, it's time to fight Quadraxis.
Does DCR have enough energy to do this? I don't know.
Does DCR have enough Hive keys to do this?
You do need at least 7 of them. Yes. DCR did complain about a Jet Seed. This will show him. I feel like the seeds we've seen on 2.5 are a lot trollier than 2.4.
I personally find that more fun.
Oh, same. But I'm still gonna say, they do seem trollier on average.
There isn't really too much to explain about Quadraxis. The kneecaps, I guess, when they glow, you can damage them, and they kind of glow in like a clockwise pattern, and you can manipulate Quadraxis to like kind of bash its leg into the ground by standing close to it, and if it does that, then it won't try to shoot you or anything like that, or do that like whirlwind spinny attack. I don't really know what to call that either.
That's good to know, actually, because
you just kind of stand close to the legs that you just destroyed. I think Bash is also going to be heading to fight Quad. It's funny how, like, easily their routes have been converging.
Yeah.
Although Bash, apparently, according to the tracker, doesn't have any Orbital keys, whereas DCR has 2. I wish I knew where those were.
Yeah.
These, this antenna that's used to
Hold on.
this phase can be destroyed.
Bash.
What is Bash doing?
Ignoring the fact that he has Echo, I guess.
Oh, yeah, that's interesting.
Isn't...
I didn't see because I wasn't expecting to find it. Yeah, Bash forgetting he is... Wait, yeah, he did pick up Echo Visor. Bash, what are you doing? Can you even ceiling work this? Oh, you can. Just from over there instead. Bash.
Bash is just having a good old time, I think.
Bash is an open aerial training site, so if he wants to return to the light world, he's gonna have to go through Judgment Drop.
Oh no.
Bash, no.
Okay, just getting those out of the way, okay?
Meanwhile, DCR is just...
What the?
What happened there?
Don't worry about it, it just echoes things.
Bash, take the save!
Bash has like 30 seconds. Okay, Bash is taking the save. Bash is getting bullied hard by the Dark Spankweed.
Yep, there is a save station here, and yes, it does have a massive box. Because what other rooms would you give massive boxes to than save stations? Make them
Every other room in Sanctuary?
Make them giant terminal fall rooms. That was totally needed. You know what's great? When you're dying in the Dark World and you start loading the save because you want to heal and it takes like 20 seconds to open. I'm exaggerating, but still. Funny.
Bash is having a bad time in Hive Gyro Chamber.
I hate this room.
It's pretty bad.
No, neither player has gone to Sank Energy Controller just yet.
Hasn't been a reason to.
Doing Quadraxis first when you enter Sanctuary, especially from Aegon, is really fast, actually.
Yeah.
For running. It gets you to this Judgment Drop portal. If you have to do Vault, anyway, that's good. Even if you don't, it's still fine.
Oh, we didn't switch to DCR for the quad music. Oh, we're bad commentators.
Oh, man. I don't often remember to change audio.
Yeah, it's usually so keep it to the person who's ahead, but they've been trading leads, really.
Yeah, they both only got 3 keys left.
Yeah.
I think it's Poison Bog, Venomous Pond, and I can't seem to remember what the last key is.
Oh, I wrote them down. Training chamber. No, I think
No, Bash got that up. Maybe DCR didn't know about that.
Yeah. And
Is there anything DCR might have picked up that Bash didn't? They both picked up Culling Chamber, I'm sure.
yeah, I'm not sure.
Interesting. Could it have been Torvis Plaza? I know DCR went to Plaza Access for Supers,
That might be it. Yeah.
but maybe DCR didn't make that check.
Oh, right.
Regardless, we'll figure out what it is.
Yeah. Shame they don't have Cobalt for hints here for the finding the Torvis.
Yeah, the Torvis keys. That's always what I'm afraid of when I play solo seeds. Even multis too. It's just like, you know, someone needs the Aegon or Torvis keys, and there just isn't a hint for them. So you're just looking everywhere.
Yeah.
And you feel that rush when it's the red key, and then you see the text. It says Hive key.
Yep.
And you can't help but smile.
The very sad I am dead inside smile. That is certainly a Torvis from DCR. I think DCR was just checking how many keys he had.
Oh, Bash getting kind of lucky there.
Oh, man, good RNG. It's hard to tell where quad will go.
I'm terrible at it.
I think went the wrong way. Ooh. Really getting Bash thrown around.
I think Bash will still have enough time for this.
Yeah, yeah. If you miss like the first two legs, that's you're probably almost definitely not gonna get it. That was like 1.5.
Hooray! Dark suit. No, Chris. Dark suit is definitely not the best suit.
I like it.
Bash not making the same mistake I've made a couple times where you charge Annihilator to open that door and then you're like, oh yeah, I can't screw attack if I charge my beam. Actually, fun fact, you can screw attack if you charge your beam. You just have to press B 5 times in the air instead of once.
Why though?
Okay, that might not be correct. Maybe it's 5 times total instead of 3 times total, but you do have to press B 5 times.
Why?
I don't know. That goes. That was only discovered recently.
As are bringing up a very good point. I like how the suit is in all the temples supposed to be in. That is an excellent point.
That means the randomizer is working.
I mean, yes, but it's funny. It's like meta humor.
Yeah, when we had the conversation about the charge beam screw attack thing, someone did bring up the point that it might just be for preventing accidental screw attacks, which does make a little bit of sense, I suppose. But like, even still, maybe that change was made before the screw attack requirement. Maybe the screw attack requirements were changed after that change was made. Because in order to screw attack, you have to press B twice to space jump. There's also like a timing requirement on that.
And there's the last orbit key.
Okay.
That's go mode.
That route's perfectly for DCR.
Ooh, an ink hive key.
Oh, what? Never mind. It's another Dark Harvest key. I guess DCR only had one. Wow, they were literally right beside each other.
Well then.
Okay. That's amazing. I thought there were two Aegon keys placed very, very early, and so far that's the only temple boss that's not required.
Yep. The other one is in Torvus somewhere. Okay.
Well, I guess Bash will find these two keys then and probably go back to Lower Torvus.
Yep.
Oh wow, first try from DCR.
Nice. This trick is a bit finicky. It does depend on where Bash goes. Yeah, Bash wants to go check Saying Energy Controller, because Cat West is kind of a point of no return. If you don't kill a janitor drone, you will crash if you try to take the door.
As Iliaster discovered during last week's race. I'm not even sure why shooting the door causes the crash, because if you come from Cat West and stay up on that ledge, I don't believe Cat West ever unloads. So the crash is not happening because Cat West is loading when main research still has Caretaker. That's not the reason the crash is happening, because you can still shoot the door to reopen it and the game will crash.
Yeah, it's quite
Maybe
peculiar.
It's a visual thing, perhaps. Like maybe like loading the visuals of the room causes the crash. I'm not too sure though.
Yeah, maybe Caretaker drone just causes some kind of reference error or a pointer error. I don't know.
Yeah, main research is a very unstable room in Echoes.
Yeah, I crashed there today.
I tried not to open menu mod or use Cannonball to destroy the quad heads, because that can also cause a crash if you come from Cat West. I think DCR has decided that it is time for Chica.
Yes. No Cannonball, unfortunately.
Chica has good music though, so you should probably switch over to DCR.
Yeah, you're right. Let's do that.
Controls.
I got it.
Oh, you got it?
Yep. It's really nice how the audio switching is instant now. When SpeedGaming used Flash, it took like up to 30 seconds to switch, but now it's like... It's nice. Oh, I'm sorry, Asger. We'll get him next time. You know, all these keys route really nicely together.
They really do. Like, the seed required so many items and so many things, but the route for it actually ended up being really nice.
Mm-hmm. Dyceron taking that ammo refill, because yes.
Using a power bomb to bomb the door. Those are going to get the wall back anyway. There's a similar strategy like that in the Aegon beam ammo refill room, where you use Sunburst to shoot the light door and then refill your ammo. Chicka time. So, I guess I can explain how Chicka works, because DCR is going to be doing speedrunning strats for it. So, Chicka Larva, looks like DCR got a 2-jump fight, jumps out of the water a random number of times between 2 and 6, and Chicka jumps out of the water like that, depending on how much damage you've already done to Chicka. So, if you shoot Chicka with 2 charged light beam shots at the start of the fight, if you let Chicka rise out of the water and do that jump, if you've only done 2 charged shots, then Chicka will jump out of the water and then start zooming around. If you shoot 3 charged shots or more, Chicka will instead come out of the water like this. Usually you want to only do 2 charged light shots on Chicka so that you can manipulate Chicka to do the super jump, just so you can have more damage dealt when Chicka comes out of the water like this. And as you saw, DCR has almost gotten a 2-cycle fight using Annihilator Beam that way.
You can only kill Chicka when it jumps up onto the platform, or Chicka Larva.
Yeah, that's why DCR is waiting right now to finish it off. That was a really good fight.
Yeah.
It was pretty optimal, actually. Now,
DCR
Adults is a bit different. Essentially, you want to stun it with Dark Beam is usually your best bet. I think the first half of the fight, a single charge Dark Shot is enough to stun. Yeah, like that.
Yep, that's correct.
Then you want to destroy the wings of Seekers and try to charge another Dark Beam shot to hit it right before it starts moving around again, to kind of be able to shoot the Seekers from the same position that you're in right now. Just as DCR did right there. It's important to not shoot the Dark Beam shot too early, though, because Chicka isn't vulnerable to being stunned again for a little while.
In the second light phase, you need a charged dark and a uncharged dark to stun Chicka?
Yeah, that's correct. I don't know why you need more, but you do.
You just do.
It's slightly harder. DCR is going to run out of ammo here pretty easily.
Yeah.
At least he has Annihilator to get some more. Although I guess he's decided to use Dark Beam instead. You don't really ever have Annihilator here for farming ammo, so... Good think about it. Meanwhile, on the side, Bash fighting Dark Stannis 2, I just realized to look for use, I suppose.
Oh.
I think he just thought it's a missile, so he's gonna save out.
Yep, there we go. Also, shoutouts to Hundo, where you do this Chicka fight without stuns, and getting your stunned, or your stun lock, as it were, that becomes incredibly important for going fast. Because Chicka is a pain to get it moving where you want it to be.
A very, very heavy execution-based fight, Chicka. I put it on the same level as Spider Guardian for like fights that are difficult to execute properly. Oh.
Ooh. Why?
Why? Question mark. What have you missed, Miguel? Well, DCR just picked up his second suit on Chicka. The first one happened to be on Quadraxis. and they were required for Poison Bog.
It's a very good seed.
I think Bash is going the wrong way, looking for the keys. I don't know
Yeah,
if
Bash
he's
is
checking
going the
Cat
wrong
W.
way. I think
Because,
Bash wants to check this item.
Yeah, that's also fair. I'm really glad the Hive Dynamo Works thing was not the final Aegon key, because then Bash should probably be incentivized to go peek at that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so on DCR's end, Poison Bog remains, and I don't ever remember seeing DCR pick up Torvus Plaza, so I'm gonna guess Poison, or Torvus Plaza is the last key. Which actually kind of routes perfectly, because you can just go to final bosses out of Torvus entrance.
This could just be the final key as well, and then that would be even better. Okay, DCR is going for...
Yeah, DCR is going to do a short out of bounds here to, I'm assuming, let Torvus Lagoon load around him. Or not load around him, but clip into Torvus Lagoon. There is a way to get inbounds here where you transition to Lagoon and then you let Path of Roots load around you. But generally it's not better than just warping into Torvus Lagoon.
Yeah, you do that in Hundo, but... Yeah.
There you go.
It's not Torvus Plaza. Oh, DCR doesn't even need to warp to start to go to bosses. He's just right there already. Yeah. Right.
Just exit out the front. Bash still looking for those Torvus keys.
Yeah. This is DCR's race to lose. Although DCR never did find the last couple of E-tanks, so I don't know.
Yeah, DCR's still missing 2 E-tanks. Can we really say DCR is done without those 2?
Huh?
So Bash is missing a key in Cat W and main research, which I think he's going to right now.
Torvus key specifically.
Yeah, Torvus. It's in Torvus somewhere. I don't remember where DCR picked it up. So it was picked up like pretty early on in the seed, like almost an hour ago. Bash is going to be happy to see this, and he's going to be even happier to see the other one too.
Yep. Oh, Bash just barely missing. Don't think training chamber's marked on DCR side.
Oh, okay, that would make sense.
Once again, not sure if DCR has enough energy for the...
For final bosses? No, I don't think so.
Yeah, it needs at least 3 more E-tanks, at least.
What if he runs out of time during Dark Samus 4?
Oh, that would be pretty bad.
I do wonder why Bash went to Eerie and such to check the Torvus keys. He had to come to Reactor Corp regardless to get that Sky Temple key, so I think it might have been a bit better to go down this way instead.
Yeah.
Just because you were going to at some point anyway.
Just be happy that the seed had both suits on bosses.
Yeah, I don't think you should be happy or sad about either player winning or losing. You got to watch something truly special. Nothing matters in the end.
I made this. Did Bash just find main power bombs?
Main power bombs?
Because Brawler is saying that the seed expected them to enter Sang from the front.
No, I think I might just be the main power bombs, but not found. I mean, I think it's pretty safe to expect that the answers on the front because
Yeah.
not really Dark Flies or Lies and Seekers were logical missiles.
Mm-hmm. Main PBs were in transit station. Oh.
Oh, okay. That's funny.
Fair enough then. I do like require mains for that kind of trolliness.
Frozen!
Ooh. That was a bit sketchy. There's a risk of crashing there.
Yeah, I think that laser attack, if you kill Emperor Inquiry during it, has a possibility of crashing. The yellow laser attack is the same. That's why I usually delay your screw attacks when you start the fight on that yellow laser.
Oh, Bash never did get gravity. Yeah, it's in Planet Dark Worship.
Pretty silly place for gravity, if you ask me.
Yeah, locked behind at least one boss.
Yep.
Diggle.
Yep. You're right.
Me.
Diggle on the ground. Oh, that looked like it was okay damage. Oh, actually, there wasn't any at all. Well, it was a bit. Immediately centered.
Welcome to the center of the universe.
That's the final, like, cherry on top of this seed. 2 required boxes for suits. Center is very minimal damage done.
Yeah.
I think the luck so far is pretty good.
Yeah, this is moving pretty fast for Dark Samus.
Fired it a bit too early.
There.
That's the Dark Samus fight of all time. You're gonna screw attack the bubbles? Yeah.
Oh, I
You can
didn't.
kind of ricochet off of those, it's kind of funny.
Yeah, it does. It's like a yo-yo.
It is like a yo-yo.
This might be the last one.
No, he's gonna need 2 more hits.
I mean, yeah, 2 more hits, but I don't think Dark
Oh,
Samus is
okay.
going down again.
Yeah, probably not go down again.
Yeah. DCR is gonna get it.
And DCR has finished. 141 and 20. And has added a comment, Diggle is banned from making seeds ever again.
And Bash forfeited.
I think we need to get them in here.
Yeah?
Want an interview. Oh, here they come.
Burn it. Burn it. Hello! Did you know that I made this?
No, I couldn't tell.
I'm very glad that both suits were on temple bosses. Not the right temple boss, not a Morbus. But I'm glad Chica is back. What can I say?
I was like, oh, pretty cool seed, pretty funny. Have all the E-tanks. And then once I clicked, the suits were like, oh my god, Diggle.
Yep. Yep.
Like I was like, I guess I didn't pay attention to the sky hints when I got them. When I wrote them down, like the numbering. So I was like,
Yeah.
oh, training chamber is the second key, so it's clearly 2 rooms away from that. And then when I got the calling chamber key, and I was like, 2 rooms of venomous, and like, I just paused. I was like, oh no.
Yep.
Bash.
Hello, Bash.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm preparing my ears right now.
No,
just
I'm
like
not gonna do that.
partially plugging in.
I was very amused though, seeing that both Chica and Quad were required. Was wondering if Amorbus was gonna have Light Beam and it being all bosses seed, but no, it just turns out I just put it off, which wasn't even that bad of a thing because I routed around it so much.
You had such
This
an
game.
awesome light beam like skip sequence there. I wasn't expect. I was wondering why you were doing the Torvus Temple fight out of logic, and then I realized, wait, no, you know about super missiles. You're
Yeah.
gonna wall crawl to them.
I forgot that I had Echo, so that's why I did all the wall crawling. I wasn't trying to flex.
Ah,
Figured you just
forgot.
trying to flex on DCR is.
It wasn't in my
Something.
tracker. Yeah, no. I mean, I had a feeling I was gonna lose because I'm a little disappointed because I know I can win races against him, but like I haven't done it in tournament yet, and it's a little like him and Weakest Link 64. I just cannot beat in tournament, and it's
One
just
day.
like I can't help but feel disappointed because like I knew this was close at the beginning. I'd have like, but like he's the #1 seed for a reason. So like, you know, getting to him and then losing, like, you know, that's the next best thing.
Well, you still played really, really,
Yeah,
really well.
I was thinking we were probably pretty close, honestly.
Yeah,
Um,
up till
Torvus team that wasn't in sync. By the
I
way.
take it I made a decision that cost me.
yeah,
something.
staying in Upper Sanctuary and not going down to CAD West immediately. I think you were a little behind by then, but that's it.
Yeah,
Because
was
both
worried.
Torvus keys were there. They also
wait.
didn't have the last Torvus key. That's right. I don't know.
I don't
Where,
know where that
where,
was.
I knew it was an upper Torvus from what DCR told me. I had a feeling it was there, but I'm like, watch, it's just in case it's in Hydro Chamber. I'm just gonna do it. My
Where was
gameplay kind of
Torvus
fell apart at
there?
the end too, but like I was really, 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 really happy with my game plan and my routing. Like getting those amber hints was so huge. And for the record, Chica did have the last suit, right? There wasn't
Yep.
any other location. Okay.
Yep.
I just want to make sure.
Oh yeah.
The reason
Oh,
I
yeah.
paused also and almost went and did hints again was because I didn't know if the gateway hints told you which numbered Sky Temple key it was. So I
They
looked
do.
at my VOD and saw that it was Venomous Pond. That's why I paused.
Yeah, I was really hoping that this would be, for a while at least, until we got the hints. I was really hoping this would be the seed where someone got to skip Light Beam.
I know, and then Hive Gyro happened. I'm like, well, okay.
Yeah. I mean, you could probably get back inbound. Oh wait.
It's the pain. I don't know if you could wall crawl that easily.
You would either have to fight Quad or wall crawl out with the.
Oh right, because you can fight Quad and then go to Hive Gyro from the other way.
Yeah.
I think
No,
my routing-
I was saying you could have either done that and gone over the gate, or you could have gone to Dynamo storage
Yeah.
and done a secret world in the tunnel and then wall crawled the Quad.
Yeah. Based on how fast he finished, though, sounds like we were super neck and neck in the beginning, and then I just made plays later on that just weren't working
Yeah,
out.
you were like literally neck and neck after Dark Beam and Boost Ball, I think, and then DCR grabbed the screw attack immediately while you grabbed the Amber, read the hints, and then grabbed the screw attack.
Gotcha.
And then after that, you were pretty close, except DCR decided to go well, because you found the screw attack, and then you decided to do the light beam, like skip wall crawl stuff to get the supers. But DCR went back to Aegon because he didn't have the super hint, and found light beam.
Given where it was,
And
though, it
you
wasn't a
got
huge
hints.
deal. Oh,
You
he
got
never
hints
He never
before.
dove into Dark Labs, did he? He had no reason to.
I did.
think-
No,
I didn't-
DCR.
I didn't
okay.
do anything.
Yeah, DCR did before going to get the supers. And
Okay.
Bash, I joked when you were in Torvus after the supers, I was like, oh, well, you can get your hints now. And, like, you can even, like, find an Annihilator along the way and make skipping, like, easier or something. And then that's exactly what happened. You went to your ship, and then you got an Annihilator beam, and
I thought
Oh,
Light Beam
what
was
is
going to
that?
be there. I was like, watch, it's either going to be Underground Tunnel, Hall of Honor Dead, or it's in Labs. And it was in Labs.
Like this seed could have been so jet if not for that one key.
Yeah.
If not for the 2 bosses you had to fight.
For one entire key.
just should have done Poison Bog. DCR, you had, like, 13 E-tanks.
Yeah.
Just do
Juggernaut,
Poison Bog.
did you know about, like, what was here? Did you intentionally plan this?
No.
Because
This
it
just happened.
It was like a worthy seed for the two of us, I think.
Yeah, I liked the placements of things, except for the suits.
Yeah.
No,
I take
that's
it
the
I was-
best part.
Like
Yeah.
the space jump location, that was clever.
Yeah, I take it I was about 12 minutes behind or ish, so that's not bad. Like that's kind of standard for a rando.
I think so. You were only missing
At least it was close.
Chica and the last Torvis key, which I don't know what room it was in, but apparently it was Upper Torvis.
It was Upper Torvis somewhere. It could. Oh, you know what? It was probably a abandoned work site.
Yeah.
If that was light beam locked. Yeah, that you know what? That actually was kind of big because I never went back there. But yeah, I just thought Echo was gonna have it. I had a feeling that Sank was gonna have two of them, and I was prepared to warp back and do Sank entrance. But I mean, at that point,
I was worried about saying, I was like, oh gosh, it could be airy.
Yeah.
I was thinking airy, but then I found the back to back. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
That's...
I also forgot if the regions for those hints, does it differentiate between Sank and Hive?
Yes.
Or is it just
does.
okay? It did. Okay, I was like, does it? I forgot. But I mean, overall, like I think I played well. Just DCR played better, and that's to be expected.
It's
So
one of the few
GG's.
times-
That was good.
One of the few times that like getting a hint that an item was away from a certain sky temple key actually paid off because like I didn't get the key already.
Yeah.
But yeah, GG.
Yeah. That was a great race to watch. Go follow both of the runners. Go follow my co-commentator Aaron Explosives and the tracker Op82 who made this go a lot smoother for us. You can
Honestly,
also follow me.
Follow everyone involved here because we all are pretty good at rando. Aaron, Op, DCR especially, Diggle, me.
I'm gonna play Other M tomorrow in one sitting.
Good luck with that. Honestly, I'm
Yeah.
surprised. I'm surprised you still have energy after that seed I gave you. So I mean, this is kind of retribution for
I
me.
think Diggle got rejuvenated by watching YouTube go through that. I certainly did.
Yeah.
I can't wait to play this back. It's gonna be great.
Same. Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to get in on this Metroid Prime 2 randomizer action, there's a Discord. You too can get 2 suits on bosses, then maybe you can also get a Chica key on a Morbus or something. And just have the best seed. Whoops, I should move this fork. Otherwise, we're signing off for the night. I think there's a race going on yeah, SpeedGaming's... Oh, that is us. SpeedGaming 4. Yeah, there's a race going on this channel, didn't you know? So yeah, SpeedGaming 4. For now, we're gonna hop off. One more Swiss rounds to go and a couple more races in this one. So with that, we're gonna hop off. Have a nice night.
Folks.